Okay, I thought I would show a little more of the book. This is how it looks so far. I've got the front pocket on, and I'm going to make some tags and things to go in it, but haven't gotten that far yet. This is just showing the pocket. And then I'm going to put a pocket. I was kind of debating. I don't know if to put it, they have the pages back to back with the pockets. I think I'm going to put it here because I like this darker color. And I decided to take an oval die and I just put it for half of the shape and cut that out because I decided if I did cut a piece of this, it was just too much white. So I think I'm going to put the pocket on this page. So let me get some glue on the little hinges. Or tabs, whatever you want to refer to them as. And I do better if I turn my piece and because I want the bottom edge with the bottom of the paper, and then just kind of eyeball the rest of it and press it into place. So then I'll take my bone folder, just give that a really good press and then let that set up. So this side is going to have the belly band that's going to go from top to bottom, and then this piece of paper is going to go on top of it. So we'll put some glue here and here. And I'll kind of do the same thing, flip it around to this end so I can, and I know this is actually going to inset just a little bit from the actual patterned paper. It's not going to be completely even. So put that into place. And I just eyeball things. I mean, to me, that's close enough. So on this piece, I'm going to use my little corner chomper thing. And I don't know if I like this tool or not. Sometimes it does the corner perfectly, and sometimes I have to flip it over and do both sides. It's been handy because it's been easier with the arthritis in my right hand. But I was so used to my just regular little corner rounder, but I can't, this thumb doesn't want to work to push. So that works better because I can use my whole hand. Okay, then we will attach this. And I know I've got that approximately 1/4 of an inch or so, or excuse me, 1/8 of an inch. I cut it 1/4 of an inch smaller, so I've got about an 1/8 of an inch border on either side and top and bottom. And I liked how the stripe kind of broke up the little squares some, so it doesn't make them be so all in your face. Okay, so now this is the back, and I decided to cut 2 of these. Just the yellow piece was a little, even though it's a cardstock, it just felt a little flimsy. So I cut 2. I cut one out of the blue, and then I just backed them so that the blue kind of looks like a shadow instead of, overpowering the yellow color, because I really wanted to use that yellow. So those are going to go top and bottom on the back page, and I'm only going to glue down this little band here, and I'm going to line it up with the top of the pattern paper. And I think I called this cardstock earlier, and it's not. It's actually pattern paper, not patterned cardstock. I've been working with patterned cardstock on some other projects, so I guess I have cardstock on the brain. And then put this one on the bottom of the page. And there again, just eyeballing it, and that's going to be close enough. Just give that a really good press. And then I don't want to put my piece that I have made under there yet, because I want to make sure that bond is secure. But this is the card, and you can see it's going to fit. It'll go under here, and then you'll kind of bow it a little bit and tuck it here. But I added this little leftover strip of the pattern paper, and there's going to be 2 of these little Polaroid frame dies. I just love this die. I was so lucky I got it. I think it was that Peachy Cheap company. I got it a few years ago. They had one of those deals, and I wanted it, so I got it. And the reason I'm gluing these down solid is I am going to, let me get this one adhered. I'm actually going to take the little piece that cut out, to kind of balance the distance from top and bottom. And then you could still write on the little thing to journal about, you know, if you did use a photo in it or whatnot. But this tape right here, Scotch brand poster tape, it's removable. This stuff is awesome. If you don't have it, you need it in your arsenal of supplies. And it takes very, very little. So I'm just going to use a tiny little piece and then cut it in half. And I'm going to kind of let my fingers take a little of the excess sticky off. I'm going to put one piece there and put one piece there. Then pull this little backing off of it. And we call this detacking, when you take some of the sticky off. And then I'm going to line them up kind of where they came from. Then whoever ends up with this little book, this could be your guide for cutting your photo the right size to go in that. How cool is that? We used to do that years ago, back when we used to make this little Polaroid shape by hand. You take a gridded ruler and you would do all your line shape in there and have your little borders, and then have to take an X-Acto knife and cutting mat, and oh my goodness. But we did them because we wanted them, and there were no dies for that back then. So then this will tuck under like that. And then I may add something on the back side of this, but for now I'm just going to get it to that point. So this is what the 4 pages look like so far. And I still haven't decided how I want to do the front. I don't know if I want an abundance of flowers. I don't know if I want one flower. I don't know if I want to use flowers in some, other pages. But I played around with this earlier, and I really liked the look of that. So I may end up just going with that on the front and then save these 2 to use somewhere else in the book. I've got a couple more things that I'm going to see what I've got that I can cut or make. But that will just give you an idea of doing the book up to this point of having a pocket on the front to cover a belly band, a pocket on the inside cover, and then this is my tuck spot page. So I just did it where it was top and bottom, and then the little page can come out. And I may do something back here. I'm not sure yet, but anyway, that's what I've got done so far. Thanks.